What's up? This is KP, bringing you my post-fight analysis for the Manny Pacquiao versus Juan Manuel Marquez 3 fight. First off, I just want to say that the two judges that gave the fight to Pacquiao, the 116-112 judge, is fucking paid off. There's no way in hell Pacquiao won the fight by 4 points. There is no way in hell. The draw, I could definitely see. I mean, most judges score activity over accuracy. That's just a commonly known fact. To be honest, that's not the way it should be scored, because if it were just the person who's throwing more punches, then people like Paul Williams would be undefeated. I mean, you can't just throw punches and then not land any, which is exactly what Manny Pacquiao was doing. He was letting off combinations. Marquez would make him miss and make him pay with short, accurate counter punches, uppercuts galore, more accurate jabs, more effective jabs. Marquez, in my opinion, I wouldn't say dominated the fight, but I honestly don't see how Manny Pacquiao could have won that fight. The best I could have given Pacquiao was a draw. Personally, my scorecard I gave, let's see. For Pacquiao, I gave Pacquiao rounds 4, 6, 8, 11, and 12. 11 and 12 almost purely off of activity, because Marquez simply, I think he just let his foot off the gas a little bit. He just wasn't throwing nearly enough to make any kind of impact. He was landing okay, but I mean, it was literally, I think he threw like 20-something punches in each of the rounds. Just not enough. And at that point, I mean, really, Marquez was probably right in thinking he was ahead on the scorecards, but still, he probably shouldn't have let off. For Marquez, I gave him rounds 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, and 10. Early on, first round, you know, neither fighter really did anything too effective in the first round, but Marquez had his jab out there. He was moving well. He was actually applying a little bit of pressure to Pacquiao, which definitely surprised me. I figured, you know, Pacquiao was going to come out and try to starch him out in 3 rounds, and that's not at all what happened. Pacquiao came out and hesitated, and from the first 30 seconds of that fight, I knew that it was going to be a 12-round fight immediately. I knew I was wrong. My prediction would have been Pacquiao and KO 6 rounds or less. I figured Pacquiao would be too big for Marquez at this weight, too fast, and just, Marquez is old. I mean, he's 38 years old, guys. You got to remember that. But right when Marquez came to the ring, you could see that he just had a chiseled body. He looked like a true welterweight in that fight. He looked big. His training, I mean, he obviously trained really hard for this fight. And I thought he deserved the victory. I had it 7-5 for Marquez, but I think 1 or 2 of those rounds I gave Pacquiao were just gift rounds to try to keep the score semi-close. I could have had it 8-4 or even 9-3. 8-4 probably would have been my scorecard if I wouldn't have gave Pacquiao a couple gift rounds. I definitely didn't have Pacquiao winning. There's no way I could have seen that. Basically, the whole fight went like this. Marquez would, you know, first couple minutes, nothing would happen. Then Pacquiao would throw a couple flurries each round. Nothing would land, and then Marquez would continue landing sharp punches. I mean, I think it was round 2 or 3. Marquez threw this right hand near the end of the round and buckled Pacquiao's legs. I still gave Pacquiao that round, but I mean, that was a big shot. I mean, me personally, I thought Marquez was actually hitting harder than Pacquiao was. I mean, I think there was one point Pacquiao like hit him with a straight left, just flush, and Marquez just stood there and just took it. Like, there's no way that should have happened, you know. Marquez, he was looking really strong in this fight, and I mean, this just surprised me to the max. I did not expect this to be a competitive fight. I figured Pacquiao would just dominate, and it turned out that Marquez kind of dominated it. To be honest, I think the judges were paid off. And I'm not a conspiracy theorist or anything like that, you know, but I really do think if the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight wasn't on the horizon, I don't think this fight would have went to Pacquiao. I think they're just trying to save Pacquiao and just keep his winning streak going to fight Mayweather in the future, maybe next May or whatever it is. They got that date set or whatever. Probably fall through again anyway. Props to Marquez, though. He put on a terrific performance. That's some of the best I've ever seen him fight. He had great combinations, great ring generalship, great defense. I've never seen him be slick like that. I mean, he was shoulder rolling stuff and dipping at the waist and all kinds of crazy shit I've never seen him do, and he was doing great. Marquez, terrific fight. One of my favorite fighters of this generation. I love Juan Manuel Marquez. I mean, you got to feel sorry for the guy too. I mean, first Pacquiao fight, yeah, I mean that was either way. Second Pacquiao Marquez fight, I thought Marquez dominated Pacquiao about 8 rounds to 4 in that one. This fight seemed like Marquez got the win again, yet he comes out 2 losses and a draw against Pacquiao, which, in my opinion, it should be a draw and 2 wins for him. I don't know. I just think Pacquiao's getting too media hyped at this point to lose to anyone but Mayweather. I think if you put him in there against Sergio Martinez and it goes the distance, Pacquiao's going to get the decision. I mean, I don't know who scored a draw. I'm pretty sure it was Dave Moretti, and that seemed like the only experienced judge in the entire, 3 judges, Dave Moretti, and I think he had it a draw. You know, that's definitely a possible scorecard. 116 to 112 Pacquiao. Come on, dude. What are you scoring? Fucking glancing blows that hit shoulders? They have to hit either the head or the body. You can't, shoulder hits don't count. I'm pretty sure chest hits don't count either. I'm not sure. I mean, they were basically hitting his elbows and hitting thin air. They weren't hitting him flush. You know? Pacquiao was cut in the 10th round, I believe. 11th round, maybe. I thought it was from a punch until they showed the replay. I mean, me and my buddy Chad, we went and watched it in a restaurant. I've never actually watched a fight in a club or anything, or a bar. And it was actually kind of cool. You know, we had a lot of Juan Manuel Marquez fans in there, and myself I was personally rooting for Juan Manuel Marquez, even though Pacquiao is the more exciting fighter, and I love watching Pacquiao fight. I'm kind of like one of those people that if you get shit on, I'm going to root for you, and I thought Marquez kind of got shit on in that second fight, and I think he deserved the win, and he actually won. I mean, I just don't see how you could give Pacquiao that victory at all. I would love someone to sit down and go through each round with me and tell me why Pacquiao won 8 rounds. I would love someone to show me 8 rounds that Pacquiao won. I would love someone to show me 6 rounds that Pacquiao won to get a draw. I mean, maybe you could. I don't think you could show me 7 or 8 rounds that he won. I really don't. I challenge you. Post a video response to this. Break it down and show me 7 rounds that Pacquiao won. Do it. If you can do that, then I'll take this video down. I'll shut up. Show me 7 rounds and give me clear evidence as to why he won. No. Punches thrown does not count. Like I said, it's about what lands and what lands effectively, not glancing blows, not if someone throws a 17 punch combination and misses 15 of them. You know, like Pacquiao was doing. He was throwing 3-4 punch combination. He maybe land 1. He may not land any. Marquez was throwing 4 punch combinations and landing 3 or 4 punches. You know, he'd throw like a jab, then he'd throw a right uppercut, then a left hook, then a right straight. He may land all 4 punches. Pacquiao would throw a jab, maybe land the straight left, and then miss another hook and a jab. Boxing is so messed up these days, and I will say this. If somehow that Mayweather fight does come down, Pacquiao better be ready for a fucking ass whooping. If Marquez could do that to him, what the hell do you honestly think Mayweather's going to do to him? He's going to kick his ass all around that ring. Marquez gave him a boxing lesson. Mayweather might even knock him out. I mean, for everyone still thinking that would be a competitive fight after watching this, a Mayweather-Pacquiao fight, dude, you don't know boxing at all. Mayweather's bigger, faster, and stronger than Juan Manuel Marquez, and I hate to say it, he's probably better technically, even though Marquez is a great and terrific technician. Mayweather's the better technician as well. He has every physical advantage over Pacquiao. I mean, Pacquiao's hand speed and his foot speed. Mayweather's got hand speed and foot speed too, dude. Pacquiao has no technique. He looks sloppy in this fight. Once you put him in there with someone who knows what they're doing and knows how to negate his straight left hand, which is about the only punch he's got. I mean, you can say he's a one-handed fighter. I mean, yeah, but I mean, hell, he's had a lot of success with that straight left, to be honest. His jab is subpar at best. His right hook's pretty good if he can land it, but I mean his jab is just really there to set up the straight left. It's not there to score. The right hook is maybe he may land 3 or 4 good ones an entire fight. So if Mayweather, you really don't think Mayweather can just target that straight left and just make sure he don't land that and keep him from jumping around on him? You're crazy. Mayweather win every round. I mean, to be completely honest, he may lose the first 2 rounds. That's it, dude. After that fight goes 2 rounds, Mayweather will have him figured out, and it'll be a field day. But please, guys, leave some comments. Let me know what you think. And also, remember the challenge. If you can show me 7 rounds Manny Pacquiao won, I'll take this video down. Okay? Thought Juan Manuel won. Thought it was a good fight to watch. It was a fun fight to watch, but Marquez definitely won that fight. All right, peace, guys.